Hey guys, you got a Dudeman with you once again, and I'm going to do a very short video to give you some basic answers regarding the Piccolo bass. Within the next few days, I'm going to be releasing some music that I recorded with the Piccolo bass, sometimes by itself, other times with other instruments, depending on what I felt the song needed. I'm going to release them as singles and do some videos on them, just describing how I recorded them for your benefit, so you could maybe hopefully learn some stuff about it. I think a lot of you will be really surprised at what can be created with just using the Piccolo bass. I've done some pretty cool stuff, and we're in mix down phases now, so until I get that out, that'll be hopefully this week. I'm going to do a video just kind of giving you the basics about the Piccolo bass. Anyway, this is a Ibanez, let's see, what is it? SRH 500. I got this specifically for that, and I thought it would work out pretty good, and it is. With this, I can get a acoustic guitar sound. Throw a little overdrive on it and do some leads. Okay, so first of all, what is the Piccolo bass? Well, Piccolo is Italian for little, and I think a long time ago manufacturers made Piccolo specific instruments that were much smaller. Nowadays you could take a regular bass like this, standard size or short scale, put Piccolo strings on it, and there you go. I've done probably a half dozen basses standard size, and get varied kind of results with it. But very cool. Back in the 70s, Stanley Clarke made the Piccolo bass famous by having he had a Piccolo bass made for him, and he did a lot of experimenting and with it. I'm not real familiar with what he did with it exactly, but I know he was kind of the one who brought it to the forefront. A Piccolo bass is tuned one octave higher than standard tuning. It sometimes gets confused with a tenor bass. A tenor bass is tuned A, D, G, C, or a perfect fourth higher than standard tuning. So what kind of bass do you need to do Piccolo? You could use any bass you have. I like this one here, but I've tried short scale bass. I enjoyed playing the short scale bass with the Piccolo strings on it. I don't know, it just something about it. It was fun. I like the short scale basses, and some of them sound great as regular basses, but they work out good for Piccolo. So basically all you have to do is buy a set of Piccolo strings and string your instrument up. Sometimes you might need to do a slight neck adjustment, but all of the basses that I strung up with Piccolo strings, I don't think I had to adjust the neck on maybe one of them. That was it. I've done quite a few now. No, you don't have to change the nut just because the slots are wider. The Piccolo strings will fit right in there, and there won't be an issue with tuning. So if you ever want to go back to your old strings, just put them right on there and you're back to it. You know, like if it doesn't work out for you. Okay, as far as a short scale bass, I put these Piccolo strings on a Sire Marcus Miller U5 short scale bass, and that was pretty cool. I enjoyed playing that. It had a cool sound. In fact, I got a song, one of my first songs coming out, I did some lead guitar on it that you would not know. It's a Piccolo bass guitar. It sounds like a regular guitar. It was fun. It was a lot of fun. I'm not a lead guitar player. I'm not a guitar player of any kind. I'm a bass player. So it was fun to experiment with it and record with it. And I used an overdrive pedal to get the lead tones on that. It worked out. So what kind of strings do you need? They're basically Piccolo strings. I used two kinds so far. This here's what's left of the cover on one set of strings. These are nickel wound D'Addario XLs. They're made for piccolo. They got like a purple label on them, and those worked out very good. D'Addario makes excellent strings, and on this here, this is I think I put the GHS on this bass here. GHS makes the round wound electric bass strings, piccolo 18 to 50 gauge. And this has 38-inch wind, so that would be good for standard scale. I think that's right. Whatever it is. You could use regular scale strings on a short scale bass too. As far as I know, there isn't a problem with it. So that's what you do. You just, where can you get them? I just did a search online. I think I went to strings.com actually and found a set on there. So that's that. What amp can you use? You can use any amp that you have, or whichever one you think might sound good. I play through my Gensler 6.2 shuttle amp, combo amp, and it sounds fine to me, but most any amp should work out fine. Probably better off with a combo. One time I did a side-by-side test between 4 different combo amps, and they were all pretty good. So effects, I like putting a little bit of chorus on mine for like rhythm stuff, or just, you don't have to have anything really. What I was playing before had no effect on it. Overdrive for lead guitar spot. Reverb would probably sound great, although I don't have a reverb pedal now. I'll probably be trying that out soon. We did try reverb on mixing along with EQ, and it really sounded good. The EQ is something you want to do in the mix for sure, with anything really, you know. So it's not that different from recording any other instrument. You know, some things work, some things don't. You just got to mess around with it, figure it out. I've been taking it direct out, straight from the direct out on my combo amp and right into the interface. But you could also try mic in the amp, or you can go into a direct box. It's whatever sounds best to your ears. Now some people, usually guitarists, might ask you, why not just play guitar, which is a valid question, no doubt. For me, I've written more songs on acoustic guitar than I have on bass guitar. I find it's easier to write, for me to write a song on an acoustic guitar. But I'm not really a guitar player. I'm not good at bending my fingers to play all those different chords, and I've been a bassist for 42 years, and I feel more comfortable with the bigger strings. You know, I'm used to this scale length, I'm used to the string spacing, and you know, so it just makes sense to give that a shot. Besides, it's really fun to play chords and leads and write songs, even with just 4 strings. It can take your songwriting into a whole new direction, and I don't have to buy another guitar, you know, unless you want to. So I had fun with it, and that's it for this part 3 of Piccolo bass, and I hope you got something out of it. Any questions you got, go ahead, shoot them out to me. I answer everybody's questions, and I hope you get into it. Do some piccolo bass playing. Thanks for watching, guys. Give it a YouTube thumbs up if you don't mind, and go ahead and subscribe. And I'm going to have some really cool piccolo bass videos coming out with music on them, okay? Thanks, man.